Hello, my name is Natalie Edwards. I am the manager of the Children's University for Wrexham and Flintshire, which has just started back up. I've been in post since March 2021 and I work for Glyndwr University. And I'm really excited to be here to talk to you about the new development, this great new project that's going to involve young people from the ages of 5 to 18 in the community. So what is the Children's University? Well, the scheme encourages, tracks and rewards young people for taking part in extracurricular and volunteering activities. And we've been lucky enough to have the Children's University here in Wrexham before. It previously ran from 2002 to 2014, but due to austerity and other such things, the funding went. But we're really pleased to be able to bring it back. Glyndwr University, along with some partners, Wrexham Council, College Cambria, Glyndwr, Flintshire Council, have been able to get around the table, get funding, get staffing, and that's the reason I'm here today. So how does the Children's University work? Well, the Children's University works by uniting learning destinations, and that's the name we give to organisations who provide these activities, these extracurricular and volunteering activities, to the young people and their families. They could be providing online activities, activities to do in the community, or activities on the school premises. So maybe an after-school club or a lunchtime club. And we want to find more of them. And these places could be anywhere where learning takes place. And that's the core of it. Learning must take place, and ideally fun learning. So we're looking for swimming lessons, music lessons. We're looking at the scouts and the guiding organisations. We're looking at sports clubs, dance groups, everywhere. You could be a theatre, a museum, you could be an art provider. Anywhere or anybody who provides a learning activity, whether this is extracurricular or volunteering, we would like to hear from you. And it's all completely free. We promote you to the children and young people and their families. We have a free listing for you on our national website. So it's not just the children in our areas that can find you and your business, it's everyone. And we provide logos and posters, and generally we try and enhance your business. So it's a great time to get involved with the Children's University. And all we ask is that once a child who owns a passport to learning has completed your session, that you give them your unique stamp code, which we generate for you. So how does the Children's University work? So young people receive a passport to learning, and that looks like a real passport, and this is what they record their stamp codes in. And like I mentioned before, stamp codes are given as soon as one of those young people completes an activity that's been validated through the Children's University. And validated is simply a fancy word for they filled in our online form and we've double checked that learning takes place. So a young person has completed an activity, they receive their stamp code, and once a week they go onto their own online dashboard and enter these codes in. And these codes turn into hours. And we reward those hours with certificates at 30, 65 and 100 hour increments. But what's really amazing about the Children's University scheme is that at every 100 hour increment, and this goes all the way up to 1,000, we invite those young people to a free, amazing graduation style celebration. So they're dressed up in their robes, in their gowns, in their mortarboards, and they come up on a stage in front of their friends and family, in front of their staff, their school staff, and they receive their gold certificate. So we have 10 opportunities for our young people to come to a graduation style celebration, but there are 30 certificates that they can collect overall. And it's not just about certificates, it's about the life skills that they gain. The passport serves as a great record of achievement, as well as those certificates. So it'll aid them in future years when they need to show future employers or colleges and universities about the skills that they've gained and the activities they've participated in. So what's happening now? Well, we've just started a pilot. So we're in November 2021 at present, and we are launching with a few schools in Wrexham and Flintshire. One class in each of those schools will be given their passport to learning and challenged to complete 30 hours of activity. And in a bit of a shake-up to the normal rules, we're going to reward them with a graduation event if they are successful. So we're really keen to hear from learning destinations across Wrexham and Flintshire right now. But these young people are going to be out and about with their passport to learning, and we're hopeful that the word will spread and more organisations will join us. Once they have, we will be developing some partnership advisory boards where we can learn from the views and advice of the children and young people involved in the pilot so that they can shape our scheme. We want to know from you what you would like to learn, what you would like to have a go at, what you think is fun. We'll also be organising a participation advisory board for people in the community who provide the activities, volunteering organisations, and again, so that we can gather their views to shape the scheme going forward. So what are our plans for the future? Well, we're hoping that through the pilot, we will have all of this advice and guidance to really shape a productive project, and we're going to roll this out to all the schools in Wrexham and Flintshire from September 2022. So we really are looking forward to learning what we've done well, what we haven't done so well, what needs to be thrown in, ready for much more young people to get involved across all of the communities of Wrexham and Flintshire. And eventually we hope that we'll be able to broaden this across North East Wales and then North Wales. We've got some interesting developments coming up with other partners, and the CU Trust, who are the national provider, and they're the ones who coordinate the network. So I have children's university managers who I can lean on all across the UK, as well as Australia, Tasmania, India. There are so many children's universities across the globe. So we're hoping that we will draw upon other people's experiences and bring them here to Wrexham and Flintshire. So who are our partners? Well, we've been really lucky to have a number of learning destinations already get involved with us. People like Callum FM and Motivate Me, Theatre Fluid, the libraries in Wrexham. We've also got Explore, Glyndwr University, Aura and their leisure centres and libraries. We also have a number of smaller organisations such as the Art and Creative Tribe, and there's many more joining every single day. So if you are a learning destination, please visit www.childrensuniversity.co.uk. That's the national website, and you'll be able to find lots of information there. If you'd like to find any information about the Wrexham and Flintshire Children's University, please visit the Glyndwr University website and search for Children's University, and you will find our contact details, information about the pilot and how to get involved. Thank you. So will our resources be bilingual? Well, Wrexham and Flintshire Children's University is working in partnership with Cardiff Children's University, and together we have produced a new bilingual passport to learning in association with the Children's University Trust. So we have this new, fresh off the press. So it's a bilingual passport, and this is what the children of my pilot across Wrexham and Flintshire will be using to collect their stamp codes. And we don't want to stop there. We want to help and encourage our learning destinations to provide activities, if they can, in the medium of Welsh, but to provide the activity description, if they can, in the medium of Welsh. And we will be working with organisations like Hello Blood to provide those translations. We're really, really happy to have Natalie Edwards on board, and they're going to be able to steer us into providing more Welsh language activities. So the opportunities are endless, and we're very, very excited. So if you're a learning destination and you've validated your activities with us, what you're looking for are children and young people who are turning up with their passport to learning. And once they've completed their activity, you're going to add their stamp code to their passport here in the relevant place. Nice and easy. But what we'd really like you to do is to make sure that you display your poster showing that you are a learning destination in a prominent place, because this is going to be the signifier to any young person with a passport to learning that your organisation is part of the Children's University. And again, being part of the Children's University is totally free. We work hard to put you in touch with those young people in your community who will really gain a great experience and fun times by taking part. And to make your life easier, we've provided posters where your stamp code can be displayed. All we ask is that you don't keep them up all year round so that people can potentially abuse the system. Just pop them up at the end of your particular activity and they'll display the name that needs to be popped into the passport as well as the code. And we also offer these posters in for different age groups as well as bilingually.